back to the vlog. My name is Tommy Grimes and I vlog about people, places, and things that I love from the city of brotherly love to the city of angels. And I am once again joined by the love of my life, the wondrously talented Sandra.
Hi everyone. So today we'll be talking about the Day of the Dead altar, makeup, art, and history.
Sunny is also an amazing artist and you should definitely follow her on Instagram if you're not already. And if you've been following my channel, maybe you know that I've been making a lot of vlogs about DNA testing and the search for my father's biological family. I have no updates. I'm still working on the documentary series about that, but I will put a link up at the top, which will bring you to a video about the backstory. Today, we're going to switch things up.
So we're going to be doing an update from a previous vlog from last year. We will be reusing some of the same stuff, but first we gotta go pick up some flowers.
So we're in the fashion district in DTLA, and last year we were able to go to Mexico City to pick up some things for the altar, but we can't do that this year for obvious reasons. When we were there though, it was super fun. Sandy actually got to be the madrina in her best friend Tanya's daughter's quinceañera, and we made some really amazing memories. So we look forward to being able to go back there soon because we really miss it.
So Day of the Dead is a tradition celebrated throughout Mexico. Different regions of Mexico celebrate it slightly different. It's been celebrated for thousands of years. The Aztecs and the Mayans celebrated the dead. The reason for the marigolds today is because we will be using them in the altar. These are very popular. They are used to guide our loved ones to our specific altars because they're very potent in their smell and obviously bright in their color.
What are your best Day of the Dead memories?
My best memories. I think one that I always gravitate to, if not like probably the only one that I can vaguely remember, was we went to my grandfather's tomb and we lit the candles and they set it up, and we hung out there just chatting it up, remembering my grandfather.
I remember going down to the market, and I remember just like walking through and seeing all of the people. That's when all the masks come out, so you see like all these vendors with like all the little candies and the bread, of course.
Growing up, my parents never really celebrated it, so I don't have any sort of memories with Day of the Dead now.
I vaguely remember like just the candles being lit and just that light that you get from it at night with all his favorite stuff on top of the gravesite. And I always, every time I think of Day of the Dead, that's what I think of.
People start to make like little candies of skulls and little tombs and little caskets, and it just becomes a really festive time, I think.
Yeah, I wish that I did celebrate it more, but that's something that I definitely want to learn more about and integrate it into my son's, life going forward.
My grandpa, yeah. I mean, I don't have a lot of memories of him because I was very young when he died, but he took care of us for a whole year. And he was really, 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 really great person. I remember him through stories.
Pues lo que yo recuerdo es que tu abuelita le ponía a la bisabuelita una mesa y le ponía la comida favorita del muerto. Y de ahí no hacía, tu abuelita no hacía las ofrendas, porque no había campo y no tenía a veces dinero también para hacerlas. Y ya después tu abuelito ya no quiso que le hiciera porque decía que no era bueno. no era bueno las ofrendas. Pues yo no sé si era su religión o no, pero él ya después ya no pensaba igual como yo. Yo no lo hice porque no me llamaba la atención antes de poner ofrendas y poner todo eso, no, nunca me llamó la atención. Y después de que me hice cristiana sabiendo las cosas de Dios, menos, porque ahora sé lo que significa cada cosa y no, ya no lo hago, no lo hago, no.
So this is everything that we used from last year's altar, and we're going to reuse it to set up our new altar for this year. So first we're gonna go ahead and clean off all the stuff that we have here. Well, it's very important for me to continue these traditions because as I'm getting older, I feel the need and, well, yeah, I just feel the need to reconnect with my heritage, my culture, and as we get older, I feel like these are very important traditions that I would one day like to pass on to my children, if I ever have any.
I can't say for sure how some of my family that passed would feel about being on our altar. Conservative evangelical Christianity was a big part of my family's life. I'm not religious, and I think being included in this tradition is like really beautiful, and I love how we're able to kind of take that time to remember our loved ones that aren't here anymore, and I think that's beautiful, and I think they kind of feel that way too, wherever they are. This is my grandma and grandpa Grimes. I am named after my grandpa, and my niece Lila is named after my grandma. So we are very, very lucky that we get to bear their names because they are the two most beautiful, loving people that I have ever met, so.
Catrina makeup has been recently made very popular. It's been around for quite some time, but we don't really speak about its history and where it came from. So I did a little bit of research and I found out that you start to see it around the late 19th century with the Porfirio Diaz dictatorship. And it first originally shows up in a newspaper column, which was called El Calavera. And this newspaper criticized the government. And in this newspaper was an artist. His name was Jose Guadalupe Posada. He was actually very well known. He was considered an artist of the people. He did a lot of satirical cartoons. So he created the skeletal figures really to mock the indigenous people who at that time really embraced European culture and European customs. Oftentimes forgot about their own indigenous roots, or wanted to forget or pretend that they were more European. Jose Guadalupe Posada first started to create those figures, and in doing so he created La Calavera Garbancera. And it was an image of a skeletal female figure, and she had a big sombrero, very fancy sombrero. And then later on, Diego Rivera took that image and elaborated it, made her a little bit fancier, adding more elegant clothing and such, jewelry. And he then renamed her La Catrina, which is a slur as well, making fun of, again, people of indigenous blood trying to become more European. She's just currently used more of a symbol to remember the dead, and I think that's the way that most people repurposed that image throughout Mexico. She's kind of become the poster face for Day of the Dead.
So this year, over 1 million people have died in the world from COVID, and in the United States, we've lost over 220,000 people. And my dad was one of those people. He was suffering from dementia and living in a nursing home back in Pennsylvania that had an outbreak. At the end of last month, we were finally able to get together as a family to bury him, to make another video where me and my family kind of share a little bit of our memories of my father, and this year we're gonna add him to our altar. And I'm gonna add some Sour Patch Kids, which was his favorite candy. Really, I would put ice cream on there for him, but that would melt.
So this year we're adding my best friend's dad to our altar as well. He passed away this year, and we were fortunate enough to spend time with him around this time last year. So he's going to be added. Minority communities are disproportionately affected by the coronavirus. Latinos account for 18% of the US population, but 24% of cases. African Americans account for 13% of the population, but 17% of cases and 20% of deaths. That's where my head is at as I start a new painting. It's something I would like to bring attention to. It's in its early conception, but you can follow my progress on Instagram.
We would love it if you would share some of your favorite Dia De Los Muertos traditions and memories in the comments. In the next vlog, I will once again be joined by this beautiful person, and we will reveal her 23andMe DNA test results.
I would really like to find out how native I am.
If you enjoyed hanging out with us today, please comment, like, subscribe, all those good things. If you want to follow us on the journey, and hit the notify button so you can be alerted when I post new videos.
Remember, there is an election coming up.
So make sure you have a plan to vote. Research and get educated on the down ballot races and propositions too. Also, fill out your census. This could be the most important election of our lifetimes, so get out there and make sure your voices are heard. Thanks again for watching. We'll see you all again real soon.